Hey everyone, and welcome back to Financial Podcast with me, Olivia. So let's talk about something big, something that affects pretty much everyone who's planning for retirement, or let's be honest, just dreaming of the day they can finally hit that snooze button without guilt. We're talking about Social Security, specifically the retirement age. For years, 65 has been that number etched in our minds, right? The golden ticket age for retirement. Well, Funks, it's time to say goodbye to retiring at 65 because Social Security is making a definitive change, and it's happening soon. Starting in 2026, the full retirement age, or FRA, will be officially set at 67. Now, this isn't some sudden shocker out of nowhere. This change is actually the final stage of a reform that kicked off way back in 1983. The main goal, then and now, has been to help stabilize the Social Security Administration's finances. Think about it. The fewer people who start taking payments, the less immediate pressure on the system, right? It basically buys a bit of time and helps avoid potential massive cuts down the road. So while 67 might sound like a jump from the traditional 65, the age has actually been creeping up gradually for decades. If you were born in 1959, your FRA was 66 years and 10 months. The schedule shows it's been increasing step by step, hitting 67 in 2026 as the maximum age that was established from the beginning of this reform. So yes, you heard it here, or well, from the sources, 67 is the new 65. So what does this full retirement age actually mean for you? Well, the FRA is the age where you can finally hang up your work hat and start getting that long-awaited retirement pension, and, crucially, receive 100% of the benefits you're entitled to. Once you hit 67, you can request your retirement payments. That's when two truly important things happen. One, you stop having to wake up early for work, hallelujah, and two, you start getting your pension. But hey, I know what some of you are thinking. Do I really have to wait until 67? And the answer is not necessarily, but there's a catch, and it's a pretty significant one. You can opt for early retirement as early as age 62. This sounds appealing, I get it, but this advantage comes with some serious fine print. If you claim at 62 instead of waiting for your full retirement age of 67, your monthly benefit amount will be reduced by 30%. Ouch! That's why experts generally recommend this option only if you truly have no other choice but to stop working. It means you won't receive 100% of your income, but rather a significantly lower monthly amount. Now, on the flip side, what if you're one of those people who just loves to work, or, more realistically, wants to maximize their benefits? The sources mention that for those who don't want to stop working, or can afford to wait, you have the option to keep working until you're 70, and the Social Security Administration will actually reward you for this. For each year you delay taking your benefits after your full retirement age, so after 67, your monthly benefit amount goes up by 8% until you reach age 70. So delaying can really net you a heftier payment. People who consider delaying often focus on the break-even point, figuring out when the higher payments from waiting catch up to and surpass the total money you would have received by claiming earlier. Speaking of benefits and how much you might get, the sources remind us that Social Security was originally envisioned as just one part of your retirement income, like one leg of a three-legged stool, alongside pensions and personal savings, with each providing about 1/3. It was never really intended to be your only source of income. However, the reality for many Americans is quite different. The data shows that Social Security benefits make up about 30% of income for people 65 and older on average, but a huge number of lower-income retirees depend on it for half or more of their income. In fact, for the lowest 20% of income earners, 64.1% rely on Social Security for 90% or more of their retirement income. This highlights how crucial this program is, especially for vulnerable populations. But the program faces some significant challenges. Without reforms, there's concern that Social Security might not be able to pay full benefits by 2033. And navigating these waters has become even more stressful recently. The sources talk about how actions from the Trump administration, particularly related to the Department of Government Efficiency and claims about widespread fraud, have rattled people and caused a lot of anxiety among those near or in retirement. Agency officials have acknowledged that this fear-mongering has actually driven people to claim their benefits earlier because they were afraid they wouldn't be able to claim them at all. This anxiety, combined with economic uncertainty, has led to a dramatic surge in early benefit claims. We're talking a 13% jump from the previous year, according to one research group mentioned. It's worrisome for experts because, as we discussed, claiming early isn't usually the best financial decision if you have other options. Even higher earners have been claiming earlier than in the past. So the decision of when to start collecting is a truly critical one. While claiming early might seem necessary for some cash-constrained beneficiaries, remember that 30% reduction compared to claiming at 67. If you can afford to wait, delaying, especially up to age 70, significantly increases your monthly payments. Financial planners often view waiting to take Social Security as a form of longevity insurance. The sources point out that you really can't find an inflation-indexed annuity in the private market that's comparable in price to the benefit increase you get just by delaying your Social Security claim. It can really pay off if you live a long life, helping you avoid outliving your savings. So, understanding how your benefits are calculated is also super important, even if it sounds complicated. It involves things like earning 40 credits over your working life. Your monthly benefit is based on your average indexed monthly earnings, or AIM, which looks at your 35 highest earning years, adjusted for inflation. This figure is then used in a formula with what are called bend points to determine your primary insurance amount, or PIA, which is your monthly benefit at full retirement age. The formula is designed to be progressive, meaning it replaces a higher percentage of income for lower earners. It's worth noting, too, that depending on your other income sources, up to 85% of your Social Security income can be subject to federal taxes. Since the SSA stopped mailing statements years ago, it's crucial to set up an online account to check your earnings record and estimated benefits. Catching any errors early is much easier than trying to reconstruct old records later. So the big takeaway today is that 67 is indeed the new target for full retirement benefits starting in 2026. While claiming early at 62 is an option, it comes with a significant 30% reduction. Delaying until 70 can significantly boost your monthly payment. This isn't just about hitting an age, it's about making a strategic decision that impacts your financial security for potentially the rest of your life. Especially given the uncertainty and challenges the program faces, understanding your options and planning effectively is more vital than ever. Meeting with a qualified financial planner can be a really smart move to figure out the best strategy for your specific situation, especially if you're married. Thanks for tuning into Financial Podcast today. I hope this helps clear up some of the confusion around the Social Security changes. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more financial insights. See you next time.